disorder. I mean, she's hanging around a lot of bad people. And I told the judge, hey, she's been with all these different people, and this isn't good for the baby. This isn't good for this. And I just straight told him, and then he brought up social media. Well, we'll talk about that live feed last night. And I was like, well, listen, buddy, I'm an unconventional person dealing with unconventional fucking things, frigging things, which means you have to deal with them in unconventional ways. We have an army of awareness pages that are doing nothing but trying to destroy me. They don't care about that little girl. They don't care about Heather. They don't care about anybody. So therefore, I mean, they're making lies and propaganda and trying to make up bullcrap. So you have to fight that, and you have to handle that in unconventional ways. Unfortunately, that's just how that's how you have to fight it. And it's not the way I'd like to fight this. I'd rather be on these feeds doing the music,
Hey
promoting the
y'all,
music,
I just
trying to
gotta,
build my
let's just listen
subscriber
to him for
base
just a
up,
minute. I'll be
generate
back
extra
with y'all.
income for my
Let
family.
me
You
get
know,
myself
um,
situated.
but I've had to handle all this in unconventional ways, guys, and unfortunately, it's an unconventional situation. We're being hit by every angle. I don't see it letting up either. So we will keep these live feeds going. The morning feeds to work, the feeds on the way home, the feeds at nighttime. And that's our way of protection. And today, that's exactly what protected this family. Accusations. They brought up the incident while I was live in the car yesterday. And I was like, I told DHS lady straight up, I'm not going to explain that to you, but I'll tell you what, the video's right there on the awareness page. You want to watch it? She says, yeah. She watched the video. She saw a little 3-year-old girl throw a temper tantrum because daddy wouldn't give her Coca-Cola. So thank you, awareness page, for putting that video up there. Once again, they were told that I'm abusing my child in the car on the way home. And because of you, awareness pages, I was able to pull that video back up and show them. And you got to understand, these are educated people. They see the worst of the worst and the best of the best. These are people that know how to make the right decisions. They're not here on my side. They're not here on Heather's side. They're not here on anybody's side. The only side that DHS and the authorities are on is that little girl. That's it. They don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about Heather. The authorities care about that little girl. So big shout out to the awareness pages, all you trolls, because you guys are the ones that literally saved the day for that little girl, and she gets to keep her house, and she gets to keep her nice bedroom, and she gets to keep being the happy little girl that she is. And so I can't thank you guys enough. I know it's the complete opposite of what you're trying to do, but at the end of the day, you guys shot yourself in the foot. You guys created the win for that little girl to stay in her home. Now, the way it unfolded, went in court. Like I said, the judge asked about the social media. I was straight up. Yeah, hell yeah. I said, fuck the judge. I said, fuck right there in the courtroom. I said, yeah, I said, fuck the judge. Because you know what? This ain't about me. This ain't about you. This ain't about anybody but this little baby. And I'm a father doing everything I can do to protect this little baby from being let go to those people over there. I said, she slept with 5 dudes in the last week and a half. No telling who she's bringing in and out the doors. I'm fighting tooth and nail, Judge. I'm sorry it's an unconventional way, but it is what it is. So, he didn't get smart with me. That judge was professional as professional could be. And you could tell he cared because he even gave me advice of what to do. So that was going to be my next step, what he told me to do. But it's not now. And let me tell you how this unfolded. So I leave the courtroom. I'm not livid. I'm not mad. I'm sad. I'm broken. Like, oh my God, I just failed this little girl, man. I couldn't beat this. It's a mother state. I couldn't beat it. They threw it out. So Heather, so I drive over to my daughter's house. I'm talking with her. And while I'm there, the phone rings on my daughter's phone. It's DHS. And then they're like, well, can we talk to him? And I was like, let me have the phone. So I talked to her, talked to them. They explained to me that in Tennessee, since we weren't married, Heather has all the sole custody rights. I lose custody. My daughter, and then they explained to me that Heather, instead of choosing to take Paisley, Heather chose to make my daughter the guardian of Paisley. So she fought all this to take the baby away from me because of her mistakes. So I leave my daughters. I'm just heartbroken. DH says we'll be around your house about 2 o'clock. We're going to talk to you. We have a lot of safety concerns that we need to address. I was like, hey, that's fine. You could come in my house, do whatever you got to do. So DHS shows up at 2 o'clock. She sits here for about an hour and 20 minutes, inspects my whole house, drug tests me. I had to pull my cock out and piss in a cup. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to hide. And then they talked about that I have a gun in the house. I was like, hey, you can go through every nook and cranny of this house. And she literally did. Went through every friggin' spot of my house. Took 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Searched the whole house, top to bottom, searching for a gun like she was with the police. Of course, there's no gun.
Hey everybody, that's just getting here. Let's let him finish talking for a few minutes. I gotta check in with my teams, and then I will finish filling y'all in.
See, guys, I threw out the gun.
What I know versus his bullshit. Okay. I just got up from my nap. I'm on night shift, so let's listen to him for just a little bit, and then I will talk.
Story, because we have a bunch of awareness pages that are so evil. There's no telling what they're going to do next. Out in the hopes that we keep them from after doing all that, they went out to the car. Before I picked my daughter up over at my daughter's, and that the reason that she keeps having sex with random dudes is they tell her the right things, make her feel special. And then they just use her for whatever they use her for. So, guys, this is what I want going forward. This is the last we're going to talk about this. Anybody that speaks about Heather or the awareness pages going forward be banned and gone. Because we're not going to do that. We're going to be the better people. My side of this and my fans, we're going to show the example of how to be the better people. We're not going to degrade people. We're not going to dog people out no more. We're not going to say vile things about people anymore. What we're going to do going forward is us as a group of people are going to live as an example for that little girl over there. And that's what we're going to do. So I wanted to address this the best way I could here at the beginning of the feed. And I wish I had some moderators to moderate these chats. It's hard for me to talk and moderate, so I'm working on it. But going forward, and exactly from this second, anybody that speaks about Heather in a good way, a vile way, a bad way, in any way, will be banned. There is no need for us. We are better people than to degrade other human beings, no matter if they choose to run the streets and sleep with a different dude every day. That is none of our business anymore. That's her life. That's her ways. And that's going to be her thing. And we shouldn't even waste our time talking about it. As far as the awareness pages, they ain't going away. They still think they're creating a cause, and they're the ones that are responsible for the win today. So, what more can I say than to say, keep doing what you're doing? Because all the way from Churchill, Tennessee to here, it's all it's done is create wins for us. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. Guys, I would ask you to stop even visiting that page. I want you guys to stop writing me and sending me screenshots or telling me what they said. I would greatly appreciate that, because I've got a lot of bigger issues on my plate. I wrote Heather a text message tonight. I told her I'm not going to seek child support. There's no need to saddle that girl down with any more. She owes 10 grand in back child support. I'm not going to be that individual that just saddles her anymore. Man, I mean, this is what she is. That's who she is. And that's what she's always going to be. And you know what? I've got a lot of bigger worries about what I got going on here to focus on any of that bullshit. So with that being forward, people can throw their hate. This is the social media world. They're going to throw the hate. And that's one thing I'm going to grow and keep building on by not letting it affect me. So what I've done in my own brain is every time I see hate, I don't know if you guys notice, I keep looking over here at my daughter. And that's something that I've told myself to do. Every time I see hate and something that I want to respond to in a bad way, I'm going to look over here at my daughter. And that's all the ammo I need to say, hey, you don't have to respond to that. We got to be examples, guys, not just for me, not just for her, but we all need to be examples for all the people that are around us. I think we can change the world a little bit with what we got going on here. And we can change the world, and it may not be in big major ways, but if we can change just a few people to change their way of thinking against hate and against destroying other individuals or belittling other people, no matter how angry you get, then I think we're doing a great cause. And so that's what we're going to do going forward. We're going to ignore hate, not talk bad about people. And we're going to use these live feeds. I'm going to keep sharing my life and my daughter's life with y'all, because that is what saved the day today. That's what saved the day, was the videos and the live feeds I've been preaching about for 2 weeks and why it's going live. It doesn't take a genius to see what the truth is and what the false is. You guys online can think anything you want, but understand when DHS comes or the cops come or anybody, the intelligent people in those positions, they know how to decipher information. They get lied to on a daily by both sides. What they're trying to do is to dig in and find out what the truth really is. And so y'all do what you do. And I kindly ask you, so I'm going to start going on a block spree here. We got a lot of evil people in here tonight. I'm telling you, they're trying to antagonize. They're trying to, So I'm trying to load these feeds up here. And videos are 2 different tabs, so I can block on all angles. Sometimes I can't block from one page because I have these people blocked on personal pages. So I have to block on several different angles and several different Facebook profiles. Well, Nikki, it was the judge explained it pretty clearly. This is not a custody hearing. I can't address that. I wish I could. I can't address that. This is a protection order hearing, and that is the only thing that I can weigh on. I can tell you, most times you find out in courts and places like that they tell you to go get a lawyer and they don't tell you which direction to go. Today, the judge told me what direction to go. So I want to give a big shout out of praise to Judge Charles Rich. I was the dude cussing that guy last night, and I meant what I said. I'm fighting for my daughter. I don't give a damn about anybody else. But that guy was professional. That guy apparently did some research behind the scenes this morning before court. He kind of is an intelligent guy to hold a position like that. And I think he saw, he dug into my record, her record probably, and he saw. Unfortunately, this is an unconventional situation with, you got to respond in unconventional ways. It's just the fact of it, man. It's just the fact of it. So it's just, so I don't offer any apologies about anything, man. I'm a guy that's always going to grow until the day I die. I'm going to always be growing. I'm always going to be, I could sell 1 million records tomorrow, and I'm going to still try to find a way to improve myself. I want to be an example, guys. Not just to the world, but I want to be an example more than anything to this little girl. It's like I've been saying all week, this little girl don't have a whole lot. She don't got a pot to piss in, man. And I fail her. There's not a whole lot of other outcomes for her but foster care, as you can tell. But I wrote Heather tonight. I told her, hey, unfortunately, I was willing to take you back. I was tonight willing to let you come back home and we worked through this. But when I found out she was an hour and a half late, because even after all this, that she wanted to go sleep with a new dude, I was like, that's not what's good for my daughter. Her coming back might be good for me, but it's not good for my daughter. And unfortunately, the decisions that I make going forward have to be decisions that aren't based on what's good for me. It's got to be decisions that are what's best for this little girl. And that's the only way that I can think with my brain on how to deal with everyday situations. It's no longer about what's good for me. It's what's good for her. So anyways, how's your guys' night going? I know I got some friends. I'm really praying for you, Ken, man. I'm really hurt for you. He's over here writing me. The inside and outside of my house is destroyed. It can be rebuilt, but it's gone. So guys, I've been watching, I've literally got it on the TV right now, watching it, the hurricane stuff. And the TV just doesn't, I don't think, do justice for what's happening down in Florida. You just see water and boats floating down the road, man. TV doesn't show you is every possession that you've got, everything that you've worked so hard for in an instant is gone. So prayers to everybody down there in Florida. Lisa, guys, from this point on, let's not talk about Heather. Let's not talk about any of this situation. If you guys want to ask how Paisley's doing, that's fine. But now Heather's not the worry anymore, man. And therefore, to me, she has to become a stranger. I've let her know that, hey, anytime you want to see the baby, just ring the phone.
Okay,
if it's
guys.
not about the baby, then
give me.
I don't have no desire to speak.
I know y'all don't want to listen to him ramble.
And that's how I'm gonna go forward. I dropped it in the shark is swimming down.
Hold on.
Wow. So guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bounce over to a song real quick, and then I'm gonna come right back to y'all. It's gonna be a hard road going forward. I don't think she's gonna provide a cent for this baby. I don't see her showing up to the house and saying, here's $100 to help out with Paisley. I don't see any of that happening. I mean, that's a type of person who isn't going to do anything like that unless she's ordered by courts. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be the guy that saddles somebody down with some more child support when they can't even pay the child support they got now. That's not doing it justice for my daughter. I pray that Heather doesn't abandon this child like she has her others. And I think one way to positively hope that doesn't happen is by not straddling her down with more child support. So guys, here in a little bit, I'm going to post a link to the subscriber link to my Facebook. And if you guys truly support our family and you've got it, sign up for the $4.99 a month subscription package so we can kind of, make up some lost income that this family truly needs. I've been left with a house that is truly not the most.
I'm sorry, guys.
Now in this position,
bear with me, okay?
Raising a daughter by myself, but we don't have any choice but to stay here.
Let me finish this one log, and I'll get right with y'all.
It's an extravagant amount of money to pay on rent, on top of taking care of a baby by yourself, diapers, food, medical costs, and all that. So, I would hope that people can subscribe to this channel. If you ever want to reach out with a little donation or something, man, we will. All you have to do is write us and ask for our Cash App or PayPal. But this is the battle of my life, guys. This is the fight that I think God has been building me for all these years, teaching me all these hard lessons, teaching me, all the mess ups I've done in life. I think this is, I've had a lot of people tell me, man, you don't know what the future holds and all the bad times and all the hard times you've gone through. Sometimes that's God building you up for the battle that he truly has planned for you one day. And I'm going to tell you, I think that's this moment. people can subscribe to this channel if you ever want to reach out and ran out on, and so for this month, 2 paychecks, I've had to pay $1,100. I didn't have the money, but winter's coming. I had to buy the baby clothes. So I told myself, you know what, I'm going to buy the baby clothes and I'm going to figure the rest of this out as I go. I got enough money to run for a week. I got a week to figure out how to come up with a little more money to get us through the next week till payday. And it's going to be the same struggle next week. So I got to get her a winter jacket. It's getting cold, so next week I got to buy her a winter jacket and some more winter clothes. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do for myself because there's no money left over to even get me winter clothes. I'm literally sitting on 4 pairs of pants and about 6 shirts. Unfortunately, I put my bag of clothes in my storage unit, and unfortunately, I can't pay that anymore. Unfortunately, that storage unit, most of it's all the garbage in there now. I can't justify dropping $120 to pay the storage and taking it out of the family home for a simple little bag of AZ clothes. So storage unit's gone. Whatever's left in there, I'm going to take the loss on because it's just not the priority. Priority is this little girl over here and keeping all this afloat. So, here in a little bit, I'm going to post a subscriber link to Facebook. It's $4.99 a month, guys. If you like the feed, I don't do any special feeds for anybody or make special subscriber videos. So please understand that if you do subscribe, that you're just subscribing because you enjoy my family and the entertainment and seeing us. And if you feel like you want to make a little cash donation to help this family out, man, I'm not going to post those links in the chat. You can physically reach out to me in an inbox, and we can do that way. And if you don't, I have no hard feelings. I mean, it's y'all's company right now that,
all right, guys, sorry.
that I can sit here at night after going through such long days,
we're just outright
non-stop days, that I can at least look forward at night at 9, 10 o'clock to get on here and shoot the shit with y'all for a little bit. So, guys, I want to appreciate all your prayers and every single prayer that you guys have sent up.
Heather can see the baby. Hold on, and I'll give y'all a better update.
I think today God paid off very big for us. And I think now we can move forward. So, anyways, guys, man, I'm going to play a quick song. I'll be right back with you. I am trying to overcome a cigarette addiction, but unfortunately, a cigarette addiction is about as bad as somebody on methamphetamines. And unfortunately, there ain't cigarette rehab.
So I can talk for a minute.
So it's a struggle I'm working on. And
I want you to overcome that fucking yeast infection.
Can't fathom how bad that addiction is. If you're not a smoker, you have no idea how bad that addiction is. So anyways, guys.
Okay, hello, Katie. Hello, Night Shifter. Hey, Taco. Love you, baby. Hey, Not a Hater. How are you, Sissy? Hey, Prissy Chrissy. How are you? John, you fucking changed your name again.
Get me high, but give me
hey, just me.
Say I'm old enough.
Do you just get bored? Hey, Mike. How are you doing? Okay. I don't fucking know. I don't know. So, hey, Luda. How are you, sweetie babe? Y'all are going to have to bear with me. As most of you should know, we have a hurricane on us, and I am working my ass off. It has been a crazy past couple days. I take night shift. I'm doing weather, and I'm doing dispatching rescues. I have boots on the ground, which I don't have anybody moving right now, but I'm still taking requests, and that's what y'all just heard a minute ago was I just got an address of somebody that is in an area that they're worried about a family that's been no contact all day long, that stayed to ride it out. These fucking, oh my God, these people that ride this shit out, just, this is what I do, but if I could wring people's necks, I would. Anyway, so now I have to go drop a pin and find a location and figure out if I have anybody close to this area so we can get a wellness check going on this family. Oh So, yes, yep, I'm taking calls and dispatching. I have my teams out, boots on the ground this storm. I'm probably not going to be deploying myself this year at all. But on top of working my rescue organization, I have a nonprofit rescue organization. I also do weather. So I'm on night shift for weather duty because I'm pretty much the night owl. I do need a drone. I need a drone that can fly thousands of miles away from me. Underground power lines. I don't know. So anyway, there's that. Yeah, Mike, right? So here's what happened. His story is not really, we're still trying to figure out what actually happened. We got one story today, and he's telling a bit of a different story. They did go to court this morning. The restraining order was dropped, like we knew it would. CPS was there. Heather showed up, yes. CPS was there and was like, okay, hey, we're getting all these calls, all this shit's going on. Let's talk. CPS informed him that Tennessee is a mother state. They weren't married, like we've already discussed. Since they were not married when the baby was born, that means that the mother automatically has custodial guardianship. The father has to prove paternity before anything else can be done about guardianship. Okay. So the baby was handed over to the mother today by CPS. It didn't have anything to do with the court today because that was only about the protection order. Just CPS knew about the court date, so they showed up so that they could catch them both together, right? Then he makes this big post this afternoon saying, oh, Heather won. Heather got the baby, but then she left the baby with my daughter, his oldest daughter, and that he could only have supervised visitation with the baby at his daughter's house. The other word was, it's so confusing. Things are just not, like, my brain hurts from trying to read it all. I don't think he will. They won't. Okay, I don't think it'll happen, Katie. But yes, he does have her, but we don't know the truth because God knows this man couldn't tell the truth if his fucking pants were on fire and he needed to put the fire out. He states that CPS told him, well, that since I need to go back and read shit because my brain right now, I didn't even take a nap. I was supposed to lay down at 7 and sleep until 10, and I didn't even get to sleep. Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. He's mad about something. Hold on.
Tolerate on this feed anybody going forward dogging Heather, dogging me, dogging anybody. I don't care if you're dogging Snoopy the dog.
Damn it.
You will catch an immediate ban. An immediate ban. If you send me screenshots of the awareness page, I will block you. I don't care if we've been friends for 20 years. I will block you. I'm just going to make that as clear as day. You will be blocked. We have to move forward on this, guys. We just have to, I have to become better. You know, I have to become better. Not just all of y'all, but I do too. You know, so.
He does have pee.
You know, it's
supposedly Heather said that, let me just
We had a good thing going. But at the end of the day, guys, you got to understand life.
Let me go
sometimes
read
some
these things
situations are just
because
totally out
there's
of
two
your
different
control.
things being said.
You know, that's the thing with
So,
relationships. Is
according to the awareness
everybody can make
page,
their own decisions, and you can do whatever you can to
Well,
fight
I
to
hear both
prevent
things.
those bad decisions from breaking the family up. But at the end of the day, you know, you can't. You just there's a point where you gotta let go. So I'm at that point. I'm gonna let go.
Right.
I meant what I said today. Today was the very last day that
Let me
this
get down and find it.
relationship was savable. After long talks with my preachers, you know, I can consciously walk away
Shit fire.
from this person with a clear conscience that I did everything I could and tried to honor my vows in every way. And it's a weight lifted off my shoulders, honestly, man. 'Cause that's what's been bothering me the most is I waited 42 years to get married because I was raised that when you take those vows aren't something to play with. They're not a joke. There's a purpose of those vows. And I took that to heart. The great thing is I never finalized it. It's like the preacher told me, man. It's, you know, by God maybe, but you're relieved of that now.
Well, there was.
You did the right thing.
Here
The
we
other
go.
party didn't. God will forgive you.
Here's what this
and let
post
you
says.
move
This is
on
off
from
the
those
awareness
vows.
page.
The good thing
Who
for you, AZ,
had
is you
somebody
never signed
at
the
court
papers in
today.
court, so you were never legally married by the court of the law. So,
Okay.
in the eyes of the of man's laws, I've never been married. So there's still a hope that down the road that I can meet
I'm
my
gonna have to do it
angel,
this way.
my soulmate,
Shit, I don't know
and
what
this
I'm
can
doing.
still end up as
Let me do this.
a
I
lifelong
can't
love thing
not hear what.
and done right. So, unfortunately, ladies, if you're looking for a quick F, some quick D, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. Again, I'm living for my daughter, and if and when I ever bring
Did you go in there and get blocked?
It's going to be a female with morals,
up.
a female that respects herself and her body,
a
female that isn't living her life for sex.
We don't know
a female
the truth.
that's going to be 100% about our family like we will hers.
We don't know the truth.
And I don't know if that female is even out there. But you know what? I don't care how hard up I get for some sex. I'm not just going to run.
I'll have to mute him for a second so I can read this crap to y'all, okay? Not a hater. I thought I was your guy, not a hater. I mean, your girl. I thought we were doing the girl thing. Yeah. Okay. So, per the awareness page, nobody was given custody today of P. Heather didn't give P to Andrew's eldest daughter. His eldest daughter was asked by CPS if P could stay with her right now. Heather is allowed to see P. Andrew is allowed to see P only under supervision. Andrew was advised by the judge to stay off social media. Okay. So that is what came from the awareness page today because they had somebody that was at the court today. Now, let me get to my screenshots because the pussy deleted his post. So I screenshotted it, thankfully, earlier. He posted this earlier today. I really hope everyone's happy. The outcome is Heather won. Let me get back over here where I can see y'all while I read this. And here he is. Wait, what? Here who is? Freedom. Hey, Freedom Believer. Heather won. She has the custody, then gives the baby to my daughter to live at, and I can only see the baby at my daughter's supervised. I just want to say congrats, y'all. You just gave the baby to a very unfit mother who has been convicted of child neglect, I think, charges with $10,000 in back child support, who didn't care about her other kids. Great job, awareness pages. Y'all succeeded in destroying this little girl's life. Here she had a stable home, a father who made great money and who lives and breathes for that little girl and puts her first above all else. Congrats. Y'all win. What more can I say? At this point, not much else. I can do but keep working hard on me and my job and not allow this tragic event to distract me from all the great things I'm doing in life. And I won't stop. I'm going to keep working my butt off. Sadly, I don't have the funds to even get a lawyer to fight this. I've never seen such an injustice in my life. But anyways, congrats. The real loser in all this is that precious baby girl who the mother ripped from a home and a dad she lives for. She was doing amazing. Every one of you should be ashamed of yourself. I know all I can do is exactly what I have been, and that's working hard, being the best I can be on my job, and coming right back home to this home in the hopes one day Paisley can be reunited with me and the home she was so flourishing in. Have a great day, y'all. You won. Heather, I hope you're happy. I can only hope you change your bad ways for the sake of this little girl. All I can do is pray at this point for a miracle. Okay, that's what he posted. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Sorry. I'm told you I'm not functioning on all cylinders right now. Mike. So there's that. Then he says that, so apparently somehow P wound up at AZ's older daughter's house today after court. And then AZ is saying, and then next thing we knew, he went live going to his daughter's house and picking P up and taking her home with him. And what he says is that CPS called him and said, we want to come look at your house. That they had watched all the videos from the awareness page. And so I guess he went home and cleaned up real fast. So that they came to his house, spent an hour there, I think he said, went through his whole house, looking at his house, made him take a urinalysis drug screen, looked for a gun that everybody falsely claimed he had, which, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday or the day before, he was on live saying himself that he just bought a pistol. Somebody help me out there. I didn't tell my girls I was going live either. Sorry. So he said himself, he's not living. No, he's not living with his daughter. He has his own house. Yeah, he has his own house. And I just got a recording of him showing us on live at dinner time, his whole house. So, then after CPS talking to him, going through his house, making him do a drug screen, searching his house for this pistol that he says is imaginary, even though he was just bragging about it a day or two ago on his live. I'll have to go find it. I know it's still on the awareness page, saying that he just had to buy a pistol for his protection. So I guess he had time to hide that somewhere this afternoon when he went and cleaned his house up. That then CPS said she's doing good in this environment. She needs to stay here, and told him he could go pick her up from his daughter's house. And he took her home tonight and microwaved her frozen chicken nuggets for the second night in a row. And that's where we are now. So now he's saying he's turning a page. He's not going to talk bad about the baby's mother anymore. He's not going to smoke next to her anymore. Now that it's getting cold outside, though, he's going to just go into his bathroom and close the door and turn the vent on and smoke in his bathroom. Jesus Christ. No, he's not a felon. No. So anyway, I think I have, that was a lot.
It all plays out, man. You know, this is going to be a struggle no matter what. So I've got to get creative in what I do, you know, because I work so much during the day. There ain't no time for second jobs. So I've got to get creative in my ways to try to raise additional revenue to keep this family afloat.
Well, if he's making that much money, why the hell does he need a second job?
The like, the bad aspect of the situation.
$2,200. That's
I pay
$4,400 plus
$425
a
a
month
week,
that
and I
he
signed a 1-year lease
supposedly
a month ago.
brings in. Just going by what his check was last week.
If I lose
right?
this good job, there ain't no other good jobs. It's all only a $15 an hour job. First of all, second of all, I can pack up everything and move to a $600 a month apartment. But what's going to happen?
Yeah, who cares about the gun?
is the people I
I mean,
rent
I've
from
not
are
seen
diehard
anything about him being a
money
felon.
hungry people. And if I break this lease, I will be in court by the end of next week,
Oh, I know, right?
and they're going to garnish my paycheck. They're going to put a garnishment in, and they will garnish your paycheck for the
Somebody do
remainder
the
amount
math
of
for
money
me.
of that
If he
lease.
brought home,
It's
God, I don't
right
even
in the
think I
lease.
have the
It's not a
screenshot
lease
anymore. What
termination.
was that?
No,
what was
there
that
ain't some little
screenshot of how much
$1,800 fee.
his
No.
paycheck
The
was
lease specifically
last
says
week?
if you violate the
22
lease,
something.
then we will come
No,
after you for $425 a week for the remaining weeks that are left on your
$2,100.
lease. And there's no court in the
Was
world
it
that's not going to give them that
$2,100?
garnishment. You know, so now take
Y'all, does anybody
$15.
remember what it
Say they
was?
get me
What does
fired
that
from my
make him
job.
bringing
We
home a
lose this
year?
house. I get a $15 an hour job, move
If
to a
he
cheaper
gets
place.
paid
And
bi-weekly.
now my $15 an hour is going to be garnished at 25
Yeah,
to 33%.
because he's been evicted. He has
There we are.
evictions.
Now we can't even afford a $600
These
a
people are
month place to
probably, I
live.
mean, even though it's a decent house, they're probably
So the
slumlords.
situation's dire.
So
and
they
it's,
jack the price up.
it's
That's
a
what
fine
you
line
weren't
now,
here the other
man.
night,
It's
were
just a
you?
fine line.
They jack the price
I'm
up
not going to see a dollar
because
out of the other
nobody,
party
he can't
involved. Like I said,
rent.
I'm not
Nobody
even
else
saying
will rent
I'm
to
just gonna
him
call the other party involved. We're not going to see a
because
dollar
he's
out
got
of
so
that.
many evictions on his record.
So it's going to be a struggle, guys. It's going to be a struggle. And
Maybe you can do decals
you know,
again. God Almighty, that was a shit show, wasn't it?
you know, Danielle, I mean, I could do decals, but the powers that be, I think we've been down that road before. You know, man, somebody once told me if you keep making the same mistakes over and over again, the only thing you're going to get is the same situations. And I think that's true in this case. Yeah, I can start back decals, but how did that work out? Yeah, I turned $4,000 off decals in February. And then in March, I sent back more money in refunds than what I brought in, and we lost our home and had to move.
And then you got
Because the
sloppy
trolls
and you
started
didn't
buying orders
research and
then-
learn how to
then
do things
fraudulently
correctly.
defacing the decals and the boxes and all the stuff we were making, and then demanding refunds in the hopes that I was some scammer and I wouldn't give the refunds back. Then they could shut down my PayPal and my
Hey,
Cash App.
Mike,
So I had no choice but to send their money back.
$2,277 bi-weekly.
You know,
What does
so I
that make
don't
his
think
annual income?
Decals is a fix here. I got the decal machine. I went out and rebought. It's been sitting here, tons of vinyl there, and I've made one decal in the last month since I bought it.
That's what I was just fixing to say.
Because
I
I
need
know
to
in the
go in
back
there
of
and
my
comment.
head
I
that-
still
that-
haven't received my bag of
That's not the
seasoning
pathway.
mix.
You know, it's just going to lead to what it's going to do is create problems that I don't have right now. I don't have to worry about sending refunds to people right now. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about spending days at the post
Obviously, I
office
put you
and
outside 'cause
taking
you're out
time
there,
away
but-
from the baby girl. So I don't feel like doing decals. My heart's telling me that's a very bad idea. Unfortunately, the night feed, Pixie, is just about this. But going forward, we got a lot of positive for you guys, man. Again, I can't
sorry,
stop
I'm
these
sitting
lives
here
are the very
yelling at
things
y'all.
that saved the day today. If it wouldn't have been for me doing all these lives and the awareness pages sharing them all and doing what they're doing, we wouldn't probably win this battle. So, you know, there is no spare time, Daniel. You guys have no clue. There's no spare time in my day. You know, I don't blast my job out there. I let people think whatever they want to think. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've got a very, very serious job, a very detail-oriented job, a job that I'm working before I even
That's
go to work in the
26 paychecks
morning.
per
I
year.
have calls that I have to do at 9 a.m. in the morning. I don't have to be to work till 10 or 11. But I have to be on calls at 9 o'clock in the morning every day. So even on my days off, I have to be on calls at 9 a.m. in the morning. Throughout the day, my phone stays ringing.
So he supposedly
I'm not
makes
gonna go into details what my job is, but it's a
$59,217 a
very-
year.
You know, I make $45,000 a year salary. Let's put it that way. And then I make commissions, not commissions, but bonus checks. You know, if I deliver results. And,
In his
and
car.
the bonus checks can be substantial. Right now, they're
Commissions.
not too substantial, you know.
What did you say?
Again, Carol, you'll have to watch this video again to know the story. I'm not going to go back and rehash any of this ever again.
Wait a
You
minute.
know, so anyways, guys,
Was
I
I
want
right?
to let's get off the subject now. I think I've said what I've had to say. I really was a lot in 30 minutes to discuss this and move forward. So
No.
I'm
Wait a
going to
minute.
move forward to the
Hold
positive
the
aspect
fuck
of the
up.
feed tonight. So the first thing I
Shelbyville,
want to know, guys, is
Tennessee.
how's your life's going? I know Ken Fit. I'd love for everybody to say a big prayer for Ken Fitzner. He comes in a lot. His whole house is destroyed down in Florida. He's around the Sarasota area. I mean, his house was right there at the blunt of
Was
the
he just talking
storm.
about commissions
They've
and
lost
bonuses? Was
everything.
I
So,
right?
guys,
Does
if
he
you could say
work for a
big
cell
prayer
phone
for
company?
him. Side note: Heather's name ain't on the lease anymore, man. We've rewrote the lease, so no, that's unfortunately not the way.
I was trying to math, and I don't math well.
Melanie Broughton, you can have a good night. God bless you. We'll say a prayer for you. Again, guys, Kathy, I'm going to give you one warning. We're not talking that. Anybody talks about Heather or
Talking
awareness
about, are
pages
you
going forward is
guys?
an automatic block. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm just going to
Oh,
block you. I don't
Kathy.
care how long you've been following me. Kim, that's how I feel at this point of
I'm
how
confused. I
we can
thought
maybe
the
generate extra
cheating
revenue
wife
is give entertainment
got
to you
sweet
guys.
little girl.
We've got a big fan base here, man. I think I'm
Do
in agreement
cooking
with you,
videos and
Kim.
arts and crafts with
a
Pat.
few
No.
times a week,
How about
after work,
you
man, we come live and we do some
keep
cooking
your
videos.
minor child off of your live feeds?
So I'm going to invest in I'm going to, I've got 4 cameras. I've got to get some money up to get some USB extension cords. So that would be an awesome thing to do, cooking videos with multiple camera angles and be able to show all aspects of that. I enjoy doing them. Paisley loves to help Daddy cook. So guys, again, I'm going to share the link in here.
No, it wouldn't.
Become a subscriber if you enjoy our feeds. Just become a subscriber. It's a simple $4.99 a month. It's not a break the bank, but I'm going to tell you, if we can get 100 people to subscribe, that's a substantial
have that
help to our
quality
family.
time alone with her.
That can make up the lost revenue of
Not on live
having
in
the
front
other
of
party
strangers. What the hell is wrong with people?
doing anything that they're supposed to do to be responsible. So, I'm going to keep sharing our lives, man, because it's our protection. It really is. Yeah, P is so cute when she cooks, man. She is so cute.
Your protection.
Wants to be the big helper. No, let me do that.
The judge
Let
today
me do
told
that.
you to
She
stay
wants
off
to
of
dump
social
everything
media.
in. She wants to put the salt and pepper in. She wants to chop the hamburger up.
Oh, Jesus, Tony.
I can't.
You're a moron.
I'll let her do it for a second, but I always have to take it over because if not, we just have hamburgers.
His first $4.99 a month came through. Maybe he can take that $4.99 and buy a tube of Vagisil to put in the corners of his mouth now.
It says a lot, guys. You have a person that used to troll the shit out of you now subscribing to your channel to try to help your family out. Tony, much appreciated, brother.
I've no clue, Kira. I don't know. I've never cared.
This has really been rough on me.
He's never interested me that much.
We're going to make it through this, though. I have no doubts in my mind. I'm going to play a quick song, run a few of the trolls off.
Did he have a connection? No, I think
see what song
where he lives is an area where
a
lot of country music singers actually originate from. I mean, I don't know his story, but it's not hard to get in with some of those guys around there when you grow up there. I know he did hang out with some bigger name guys when he was younger. When they were still up and coming. But he burned all his bridges with all of them too. He's pissed a lot of them off. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's close to Nashville. And, there's a lot of country music guys that grew up just outside of Nashville, even. So I remember hearing his stupid story before, but I just don't retain shit. Him and Upchurch had beef for a while. Well, Upchurch can't fucking stand him. So yeah, there was some beef with him and Upchurch, and he's pissed off a few of the others. Who was? Hold on, I gotta look. Calhoun, I think he's pissed off Calhoun before also. I think it's out. I think it was Calhoun, or it was somebody. Anyway, yeah. And but he has this same attitude around people like that. He's never humble. I saw that earlier, just me. Kira, when does an Upchurch go on a rant? I don't follow him too closely though, so I don't know. I mean, I was watching his stuff about the that other case. No, he's not. He's crazy, but he's not dumb. Y'all, I'm already yawning. It's only 10:40. I got till 3 a.m. at least. Shit. And I mean, really, the only thing that sticks out to me with Upchurch is he's a giver and he gives from his heart. He doesn't care. Like, he gives zero fucks. And that's one of my mottos. He doesn't give or help people. The fuck just happened? Did he just end his live? Wait a minute. Oh, that was his video. He doesn't help people for the attention or anything like that. He just does it to help people. So that's really the only thing that has ever stuck out to me for him. So anyway, you could offer to do songs for people and charge a fee for your time, since music is something you enjoy. Danielle Perry, honey, you do know that the beats he's putting his words to belong to other people already, right? If he goes charging people for that shit, pretty sure that's illegal. Yeah, Kira, every once in a while I go through all of his newer rants and stuff just to see him scream at the camera. I love how when I play my song, views go from 80 to 50. Straight runs the trolls off. I love it. No, I just mute him. Because we're only there to see you screaming and spitting. All right, what's everybody up to? How's everybody doing? Give me a check-in. I wanted to come live Sunday or Monday, but we were doing preparations and we had emergency meetings and stuff. I was getting all my crews together, so it's just been crazy. I gotta blow my snoot. Hold on, let me grab a roll of toilet paper. All right, you guys talk to each other for just a second, please. Be nice. Why? can't you drink water without dragging water everywhere? Come on, Tia. Come on. You are a messy McMesserson. Ooh, okay. Is he talking or is that still music? Hand sanitizer. Oops.
I love that song, guys.
Checking
I love
in,
it.
that's
That
for
song. I love it. I love it. I
no
love it. I love
notice.
it. I
Not
love
having
it.
to.
Thank you,
I've
Kendra.
just been busy.
Guys, all I can do.
Yeah, the tornadoes have been crazy.
Go first.
That's what that's what I've been doing is
Guys,
announcing
I'm gonna
tornado
sit in-
warnings
we're gonna
left
jam
and
a little more
right.
music for a few.
I was announcing
I will
tornadoes
tell you this: if anybody
until
wants to come in the
after
box,
2:00 this
I've got a
morning
few minutes for that.
before it
So I'm gonna
finally
post
slowed
the link
down a
in
little
the
bit.
chat. All you have to do is click the link. It'll bring you into the backstage, and then I can bring you up.
Right, Kira?
Anybody can click it. The link is right there, the StreamYard link. All you have to do is click the link, and you can come live and chat with us. I'm going to start doing that on every live feed. I want to give fans the opportunity to be able to come up and chat with us. I think that would be something awesome. It'll be something that can change up our feeds throughout the night. Let's just bring some people up. So if anybody wants to come live, all you have to do is click the link in the chat, and we can do that. Guys, I'm telling you, man, they're talking about this as one of the biggest hurricanes ever to hit America.
Mike,
And
go click the link.
I'm watching TV, and I
Let's
think we
see.
become
I
so
think
accustomed to hurricanes that you watch it and you're like, oh, okay. It's nothing I ain't seen before. But I think if you were on the ground
I think
there,
Kathy's
I
pastor
think it
needs
would
to
have
go
a whole
talk to him.
different
Go
impact
ask him
on
if you
us.
can pray with
So
him.
please tonight say some prayers for Florida.
Tell him you have a
I'm hearing
YouTube
that it's
channel that
gonna
prays with people.
come back ashore once at least
Oh,
Florida,
goodness,
and it's
just
either gonna hit
me.
South Carolina or Georgia. So let's pray that nobody passes away in those states. Right. Well, at the park, Paisley really enjoys playing with the little pipe things. But right now, we haven't got her towards the music, Dang, Brad, are you down in Florida, brother?
Is he serious right now?
Freaks you out when my voice goes deep. I didn't know you were down in Florida, Brad. I had no clue that you were down in Florida, man. I had no clue. Man. Praying for you, buddy. Again, guys, I just want to make it very clear.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting a new address. Tybee Island.
Sorry, I was writing a message there to someone. Bree Longnecker said she tried to talk to me in the chat. I'm sorry I didn't see your chat there, but how you doing,
It would be
girl?
greatly appreciated.
I'm over here checking all the different Facebook profiles.
Ooh.
So it's all like a big dream right now, guys. It really is. It's a big dream. Yeah, well, definitely praying for you, man. Darlene, praying for your family.
Anytime that we have you on live, it's more like a nightmare, dude.
I guess hurricanes are just a part of the life. I mean, Florida is ravaged, guys. Florida is Jesus. It's crazy. I couldn't imagine it. Got this humongous TV over here.
Jesus effing
I hardly
Christ,
ever watch
really?
the TV. It's usually just a Paisley TV. I'm too busy doing the household.
Let me just
things or
say,
something,
people.
and so I don't.
Hold
the only
on,
time
I
I ever
can't.
get to watch TV is the last 30 minutes of my night before I pass out and go to sleep. You know, Melissa, I wanna thank you, darling, so much. I think you're the only person that during the day you seem to come up and check on me. We don't have to discuss where I work or whatnot, but it's almost every day you come in and check on me, and I'm going to tell you that means the world to me, girl. And you know, when you and your fiance get married, I would love to be there for your wedding. Me and Paisley, we'd love to be there and show our appreciation to you like you have for us. Thank you for being a really good friend. I appreciate that.
Oh, God damn, why?
You know,
I just have to make, I just got to make something known. If there is, I know there's some people watching that are not talking right now. First of all, if you are anywhere near this hurricane, hopefully you're not on here if you are. But if you happen to be anywhere near this hurricane or near this storm surge, please do not go into your attic. Do not go into your attic. If it is that bad, find a way from the exterior of your home to get onto the roof of your home. Do not go into your attic unless you have a tool that can punch through the roof. Okay? If the water is rising in your home, you need to get to the exterior of the building to get on the roof. The only time you should ever move into the attic is if you have something that you are confident can punch through the roof. Okay? I cannot stress that enough. If the water is rising in your home and you move into the attic, you will not get out. Period. You won't get out if the water does not stop. I cannot believe what I just read. Sorry.
but if you don't, it's still not going to change the way I'm living right now and what I'm trying to do for this little family. You know, so guys, I'm gonna jam another couple songs. I'm gonna come back with my closing message.
Looking for now.
And the closing messages are something I want to do every night
earlier.
because maybe it can help some of y'all.
Did I?
If I can
God
take
bless
what
America.
I've gone throughout
Why?
the day and every nighttime live feed and give you a good closing message. My hopes are that what I'm doing in life can also have a positive effect on other people's lives. And I think, you know, when I was talking to my preacher at church the other day, he was just like, you know, the best thing you can do in a situation like this is live first for your daughter, live first to do everything that you can do right. And you know, use these trials and tribulations you're going through and try to change other people and help them be better people through your struggles. That's what God wants us to do, guys. You know, when we go through good times or bad times, I think God wants us to share those good times and bad times with other people. And I mean, because that's how we all learn, you know, man. You were in school and you watched the dude get in a fist fight with another student over something petty, and then they all get suspended. Well, by watching that and seeing that, you learn lessons yourself. Okay, if I do this and I do this.
Hurricane Ian is one of the strongest storms in U.S. history.
And so by watching other people
1.6 million in Florida
life,
without
or the successes
power.
of life, you can in turn become a better person and learn and build.
I don't even know. I need to look at the
somebody
last
else's successes or mistakes. So I'm going to do these closing messages going forward on every live feed, and in the hopes that what we're doing has more than just one purpose of protecting ourselves, but at the same time also being able to change other people. It's like two rocks with one stone, guys. So if we can do that, that's amazing. I'm going to play my newest song. I'm going to start off with that, because I think this new song is one of the best I've ever wrote. I'm going to be honest with you. Check it out. I'll be right back with you.
Yeah, they started sending linemen out like Monday, Sunday, Monday.
We can go walking by the river, holding hands and talking about life. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about the good things. Even talk about that hurt and pain. I need a girl like you. Together we can live out our dreams. Hope you come soon. Sitting on this front porch swing, drinking on some natty ice.
Let me see if I can see the eye of this real quick.
Let
me mute him. Sorry.
You think about
okay. Yeah, they're knocking futz, man. Let me look at the reflectivity. No. I need the velocity. And then let's look at some wind speeds here. Hmm. $72. Hold on. Oh gosh. I know that I heard some reports earlier about 74 miles an hour. Right now, that's what I'm looking at right now. I saw some reports earlier. This one's 77 about winds at like 140, maybe 180 something. Yeah. So the top wind's 79. Oh, there we go. Okay. Fort Myers. It looks like it's calmed down over there. I need to get this address out too. That's where the Skies family is in Fort Myers. Right now, the high sustained that I'm finding is about 79. Wait, live feeds every morning around 9 a.m., midday between 7 and 8 p.m., and nightly at around 9 to 10 p.m., all Central Time. We're going to keep protecting our... What the... How's he going to go live at 9 a.m. every morning? Did he quit his job? What did I just miss? Did this fucker quit his job? Yes, that's right, Kara. If I'm not mistaken, it did make landfall as a Jesus, Kara. There's the donation link. Now we're doing donations. First, we want you to subscribe, and now we want you to send donations. It was a Cat 5 when it did make landfall. And there were reports of people's houses just being destroyed. So when the sun rises in the morning, it's not going to be good. Yeah. Hold on, let me give this fella a ring real quick. Ring.
So instead of doing that, one of the lessons I've learned over the last 2 weeks is you just need to accept the facts that are, and you have to move forward. You can fight, but there has to be an end to the fight. There has to be a point where you just say, this fight ain't worth that fight anymore, and you have to let the person go. You have to understand your self-worth. If you were worth anything to any individual,
those transporter on your back channel
wouldn't cheat on you or do it with multiple 6, 7 people in a 2-week span. You have to, no matter how much you love an individual, you have to realize that if that individual had the exact same love that you thought they had for you, they wouldn't be out fucking 6, 7 people. You can't tell yourself, oh, this can be fixed. You can't tell yourself, oh, this person can change. No. If it was real love in the first place, that person never would have done that. So you have to learn to have self-worth in those times. Also, at the end of the day, you don't ever give up. Today, these last 2 weeks, there's been so many moments where I just was like, the easy road for me would just to be give up. I can't win this fight. I just need to quit. I need to give up. I need to call her up right now, tell her, come get the baby, And then I told myself, no, you're in the right here, AZ. You're in the right. You ain't done a damn thing. Fight.
Hold on, I got to refresh real quick so we can see some of these comments. To transporter, sir. When you go back available, can you see if somebody can try to contact that family in Fort Myers again? Things are looking really calm in their area. I'd like to know if they're able to make any kind of communication, but it might not be possible.
I told myself at the court, I'm like, I don't know how I fight this.
Well, let me know if y'all are able to make any kind of communication.
I can't falter.
And I'm
going to fight this. I was telling myself, hey, it might take 6 months to save up $3,000 to get a lawyer to fight this.
Will be able to do, but nobody else is moving.
You know what? I need
daylight.
more clothes. Unfortunately, the fight for what was right was more important in my mind than doing something like that. And I was like, you know what? I'll just save every damn dime I get. I'll cut back on some more bills. And I will, if it takes 6 months or a year or 2 years, I'm going to fight. And I'm going to fight. And I'm not going to give up on that little girl because you know what? She don't have very many people that fight for her. She really don't.
She doesn't want to talk to him, Kendra Baker.
Like all she's really got,
Kendra subscribed.
My daughter helps out, but she's got her own kids and her own family. She can't take Paisley on full time. There ain't nobody.
He love yourself first. He's
I have
always
to
loved
fight.
himself first. What are you talking
So
about? That's why
guys,
he's in
I'm
this
telling you, learn
situation.
from my struggles and my mistakes that it is perfectly normal for you to have the feelings of, I just want to give up. But you have to dig in your soul and you have to dig in your brain and you have to look at what you're fighting for and use that as the ammunition to keep you fighting. And that's what I did today. And keep praying. Most of all, keep praying. In your worst and your best times, keep praying. You know, you don't have to go sit in a church and pray. You don't have to be visually seen praying. You can pray silently inside your head. And I've done that probably more in the last 2 weeks than I ever have. And today I felt like my prayers weren't answered. And then I wanted to give
Makes me
up.
want to throw up.
And then I told myself, no, I'm going to keep praying. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to falter. And then the whole day I don't even know how it happened, guys. They literally gave her sole custody of the baby. And somehow I'm closing my night out tonight. And I'm looking at my precious little angel. She gets to keep her house.
Because that's how the
And somehow
fucking law works.
the things that everybody told me that I was doing wrong ended up being right. I didn't stray. I didn't falter. I didn't take people's guidance and tell me get off social media. I knew in my head. I'm the only one that knows in my head that the fight that I have.
Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
I have to protect myself at all costs. I have to protect this baby at all costs. And it's literally the very thing, these live feeds and social
look, I didn't
media
have it on live
that
chat. I'm
literally
missing
saved the day
comments.
by me being seen all day, every day in my
Hey,
real
bad
form.
Mama Jamma. No,
That
can't
saved
stand him either.
the day. And every single
Just
person
me.
told me to stop
They
doing
closed.
it. And if I would have listened to
Yeah,
every
they
single
closed
person
Disney.
instead of my heart, and instead of listening to God,
I gotta
instead
see if I
listening to
missed
everybody
anybody
else,
else's comments because
this
I
day
didn't
would
have
have
it
had
on
a whole
live.
totally different outcome because I would not have been able to defend myself against the lies, the cons,
Not a
the
hater.
twists of truth, and manipulation.
I'm
Now, you guys have a
sorry.
good night, and I hope you can
I
take
was
something away
trying.
from
I
this
just
and you can
woke up
use
when I came live,
the pain.
and he came
what we're
up
going through
with his
over here, man.
rant, so I ran down here and turned this on just
You
to
lost a
pop
girl you
him
love
on.
dearly.
And then
to
I was
see
having to
somebody
check
like
back
that
in
you love dearly
so that my
out there
guys could
being
go to
used like a
bed.
piece of meat, and
I
you
know,
have to
right,
walk away
Kira?
from it. It's
His
the hardest
mouth makes
fucking
me
thing
wanna
I've had to do in
vomit.
my life. But this ain't about me and what makes me feel good. It's about what's best for this baby, and that's what
This
I'm
is so
gonna do.
sad.
And there's no going back.
This is so
And
sad.
we will come out better from this. And it hurts me dearly, but we will win because I'm fighting for her. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night.
She won't go back. He's fucking done. That's it. Who? Well, he said he want. What the hell? That's it? That's all we get? Well, that was disappointing. At first he didn't, but he does now. Thanks to DCS. No, he doesn't have. He has temporary custody. Like DCS just placed her with him for now. It's not over, y'all. This is not over. Promise you. Something like that. That was pretty pathetic, wasn't it? Oh yeah, this is one of his posts earlier. And this whole every other post, he misses H, and then the next one is he's waiting for his next soulmate, and then the sleeping with 5 other D's, and then he misses her again, and then it's his soulmate's out there for him somewhere. And all right, I gotta figure out, y'all. I wish Tennessee Gout was here. I swear it was just yesterday. Hold on. That was this morning. Okay, that was last night's live. It's a piece of it. Here we go. I told y'all. Hold on.
It's going to be right on camera as you come through my fucking front door. And I went and bought me a pistol. So, you know, anybody walk through that door, I got 24-hour footage, and you're going to get what you got. It's going to be right on camera as you come through my fucking front door. I'm not scared of any of these people. I went and bought me a pistol. So, you know, anybody walk through that door, I got 24-hour footage, and you're going to get what you got. It's going to be right on camera as you come through my fucking front door. I'm not scared of any of these people.
I told y'all I knew he just said it. This was last night's live, I'm pretty sure.
So, you know, anybody walk through that door, I got 24-hour footage, and you're going to get what you got. It's going to be right on camera as you come through my fucking front door.
And here he lied. He just lied and said that. Hold up. Hold on. Let me show you where what I mean by that, though. Hold on. Let me. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
Shows you how much the awareness pages know.
This is.
Because guess what?
This
Here
is
I
the
am.
live
I'm
that
on
he
social
went
media.
this evening.
See, guys, that page ain't nothing but a bunch of lies and propaganda, and they take whatever's been, they take whatever's been fed to them, and they roll with it. They roll with it. And it was really those awareness pages that made the outcome what it really is.
Rick Barrston. John. Yeah,
Okay,
I saw
good.
them say that.
Hey, guys.
Today a precedent was set.
Man, I'm telling you.
Today the
I don't
authorities
know.
and everybody in the fucking world they've tried to do have brought that to the attention of the.
Yeah, and I can see them going through their things, but I'm not going to sit there and watch the lives and stuff. Or watching things that they send them.
Searched every nook and cranny of your house where no man should ever have that happen based on other people's lives. But it is what happened. It is what happened. And I just don't think the outcome is what the awareness pages are talking about. So I've got to get some gas. So, Sharon, I'm going to address that question, Sharon. So I'll be right back with you. In fact, all I can tell you guys, if you're living for the right reasons and the things you're doing are for the right reasons, there's a win in
Where's
everything.
Naples?
And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, Jesus, John. Okay, hold on. Hey, I think that's who, one of the ones that showed up to court today. I'm sure I need to see where Naples is compared to this other place. Hold on. Naples. Oh, that's a ways away.
Hey guys, commentary has to stay to a minimal. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you.
That's too far. Shit. All right.
Keep the comments nice. No bashing, please.
Well, at least the tornadoes have died down.
I just woke up. Being sick, my sleep's been messed
Okay.
up, so...
No.
Of it, Bubba.
Let me
Buddy.
pause this for a second.
Because when you know you do no
This
wrong,
is the aftermath tonight that all right, I'll go through this one more time. We don't really know. It's kind of confusing. I'm pretty sure my dog just farted and it stinks. So Heather showed up to court today. As we've already gone over, their state is a mother's state. If two people are not legally married and have a baby together, then the mother is automatically sole custodial guardian over that child. The father has to prove paternity, right? All right. So even though they were at court for a protection order today, which the protection order was dropped, and the judge told him he needs to stay off social media. And what did he do? He walked out of court and got on social media. On top of that, the judge told him this is a hearing for the protection order. This is not a custody hearing. So you need to deal with that separately. I cannot rule on any of that. I guess they walk out of the courtroom and hello, there's CPS waiting on them. CPS talks to them, informs AZ of the state laws about guardianship, and says that P is going to be with her mother. So first he says, well, y'all won, wah, wah, boo, hoo, hoo, everybody, y'all won, you should be happy. So he goes and says that, let me see, how was it that he put it? Damn. You want some of our gas? I got to read it out of my pictures. I had to screenshot it because his pussy ass deleted it, of course. He says, I really hope everyone's happy. The outcome is Heather won. She has the custody, then gives the baby to my daughter to live at, and I can only see the baby at my daughter's supervised. I just want to say congrats, y'all. You just gave the baby to a very unfit mother who has been convicted of child neglect charges with $10K in back child support, who didn't care about her other kids. Great job, awareness pages. Y'all succeeded in destroying this little girl's life. Here she had a stable home, a father who made great money and who lives and breathes for that little girl and puts her first above all else. Congrats. Y'all win. What more can I say? At this point, not much else I can do but keep working, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and some more bullshit. All right, so that's what he says. Then we go over to the awareness page. And we get from the awareness page that, wait, wrong page. Come on, Harley, get your shit together. The awareness page says what we know as facts so far. And I know somebody off the awareness page did show up in court today. I saw that. Nobody was given custody today of P. Heather did not give P to Andrew's eldest daughter. His eldest daughter was asked by CPS if P could stay with her right now. Heather is allowed to see P. Andrew is allowed to see P only under supervision. Andrew was advised by the judge to stay off social media. Now, they also go on to say, we have been asked by authorities to carry on streaming his lives, which we are more than happy to do, but we need to keep the person streaming's commentary to a minimum so we don't over talk what he is saying. They also say this was CPS's idea and we knew this might happen. It's out of our hands and we just have to do what we've been doing. The authorities watch him through our page because he deletes everything. Remember why we are here. What has been posted on this page is the truth about the situation at the time. We are as shocked as everyone that Andrew has P back with him and don't know the truth as to why that is, but as soon as we know, we will inform you all. They also say, maybe now it's time to let you know, Andrew, that the admin on this page have been told they have a right to take action regarding what you are saying about them. You now know this, so think before you speak because they won't hesitate in taking action legally if needed. This page has been observed for quite some time by authorities. We just didn't inform anyone until today. Because he did post, at one point today, he posted, as always, the lies and propaganda flying high in the wind. Talk to y'all tonight. So anyway, there was all that. Then he goes live and he has P. And he claims that this afternoon, Heather got custody of P. And then Heather went and dumped P off at his older daughter's house. And then CPS came to him and said, we want to look at your house. And that they came to his house for an hour this afternoon, inspecting his house, making him take a drug test, searching for a gun that somebody lied to them about, which we just saw the video where he claimed last night in his own live, out of his own mouth, with his own words, he said he purchased a pew-pew weapon. Lord. So this is a live right here that I've got pulled up where he's telling in his version of why he has P now. Does that give you kind of an update? Hey, somebody tell Night Shifter to click on live on the screen to catch up with us.
Yes.
Bring your
So
army.
we don't know exactly
Send your DHS.
why he is
Send
with
whatever you
him,
gotta
because
send.
we know that he couldn't tell the truth if he was on fire
Baby daughter.
to put the fire out.
There's nothing to be fearful of.
No shit, John.
Tonight, guys, I'm going to show you why you never give up and you never fight, and you tell the world to bring their army. Guys, it's cold out here, dude. I should have worn a jacket and stuff. Jesus.
So right here, I think he's got his son
Misty
with
Mark
him.
Weber,
And they are at the gas station.
Message me, please.
And then they're fixing to drive over to his daughter's house and
Mark,
pick up
she
P.
probably
And then
will
he goes
after
home with
this
P.
live. I'm
Let me
not
speed
sure.
this up.
My nipples are hard, dude. What a bad man. Well, none of this all ever had to happen, guys.
And it does freeze a couple times. It's
Anyways,
you're okay, Night
how you doing,
Shifter.
Kathleen? How you doing?
It happens when you switch out and
Why
come
don't
back.
you go, you know?
It freezes a few times. It's his
Why
cell
don't you have it?
service.
Cindy, yes. You're welcome here.
I gotta make another quick stop.
His internet is really shoddy, guys.
Guys, right here. No. Sure, I'll be on the way to take my son home.
If you want to update on
You guys
me,
gonna see
I folded 3 loads of laundry
all the
today.
things I've done.
I did all my dishes. I cooked dinner. I had the kids bathed and eating dinner before 7 o'clock. I had them in bed before 8 o'clock. I wormed the dogs today. I did not make it to the grocery store again.
Sorry, I was on the phone yapping.
I'm gonna have to mute myself.
Hey,
Hey guys, I'm only gonna be talking when he's. playing a
You're
song
good.
or
I just
this. I
wanted
don't know
to
what he's
see
doing
if
now,
somebody
but
could try and contact them one more
if you have any
time
questions or anything
before
that
we
needs to be
get
answered, there was a
somebody, or
post made
try to get
earlier.
somebody headed that way. But again, it's looking like it's not going to be till with First Light.
I know most of you guys have read it and commented and everything, so more and less it says commentary to be low, so I won't be talking much, and also try to keep the comments as clean as you can. I know sometimes it's hard.
Fun. Come wash my truck.
Someone asked me earlier how I was feeling, and I
I'm
didn't answer
hearing
because I was talking.
possibly. I
I
haven't
think I'm
even
finally
looked
in
that
the
far up
part
yet,
of
Night
all this sinus
Shifter.
infection stuff, so but my sleep has been so
You're
messed
not
up.
there. Do you have
Thank you,
somebody?
Angela. Okay, guys, I think he's coming again.
Night Shifter. I thought you.
She said they've been trying to text and call repetitively,
Guys, as you can hear,
frequently,
guys failed.
before they even reached out.
Just failed.
I told her to make sure they keep doing that. And I also, because they weren't going to give me any information, I said, look, my people can't just wander into Fort Myers trying to find somebody they don't know anything about. I need to get an address and at least a name and description. So then they finally got that.
Hold on, guys.
10-4. Well, give me an update. I guess as soon as you get up in the morning. We do have a contact with the Coast Guard. If we have to go that route, I know that in a couple of the outlying areas, some of the fire departments are already venturing out. As far out as Naples, though, is what I'm seeing. And I was just checking. That's a pretty good ways from there. So I don't know what might be closer. We'll just have to kind of triangulate in the morning and see what a better idea we can get on those kind of things.
They overruled it. Fortunately, Heather wanted to work things out with me. I was willing to do that. Until what I heard just a few minutes ago, that Heather was even late coming over to see the baby because she was off doing some things with another guy. So, what lies. And Heather didn't see the baby when she wants. And that's all I got to say about her. You know, she had the opportunity to work it out with us. She told everybody she wanted to work it out. But unfortunately, she just wants to keep sleeping around it. I can't do that anymore, man. I can't be a part of that. Not gonna dog her out or nothing. If that's what she chooses in life, that's what she chooses. We all have our choices.
Good deal. Yeah, I just looked at the radar again, and Fort Myers is just getting some rain bands last I saw. So they look to be having a pretty easy night for now, at least.
Okay, Heather the sole custody. Heather turned the custody over to my daughter.
John.
The DHS came out, investigated my house.
Oh, that sucks. 9 1/4 drops.
Get Paisley to me. Because this is the best place for Paisley. So once again, guys, the live feed's safe today. You know,
let me slow this down. Sorry.
Doing the live feed because it's the only thing that seems to protect us over and over again against people's lies and propaganda. Remember, East Tennessee. To work things out with me, but
I interrupted that. I'm sorry.
Just wants to keep sleeping around, and I can't do that anymore, man. I can't be a part of that. Not gonna dog her out or nothing. If that's what she chooses in life, that's what she chooses. We all have our choices and make our own decisions. So I hope that works out for her. Just can't be bad while you're screwing other people. It just doesn't work that way. So. Well, they did take Paisley today. Gave Heather the full custody. Heather turned the custody over to my daughter for the baby to live there, and then DHS came out.
Goodness, just
my house and everything, and then DHS gave Paisley to me because this is the best place for Paisley. So once again, guys, the live feed's safe today.
Good morning, Mark.
You know, they say today, and that's why we're going to keep doing the live feeds because it's the only thing that seems to protect us over and over again against people's lies and propaganda. Remember, East Tennessee.
It is 5:30 in the morning. Why are you up already?
And every time we've won, and we've won because of these videos. So, I was really willing to work it out with Heather, I really was, man. I was willing to take her back home, but to find out
I
that
think
she's
he's lying.
still off screwing other people while trying to get back home to her family, that's unacceptable.
Something else is going
And
on.
I'm worth more than that.
We got to get to the
We're
bottom
worth
of
more
it.
than that.
Don't be confused. Just
Guys,
let him
these are
talk.
some big changes in me. I'm not going to be doing the cussing anymore or the vulgarness.
Oh, okay.
Nighttime live feeds, I'm going to still try to have fun with it, but I'm going to do it in a presentable, positive way that is healthy for my child. And the message to Heather is,
We are
why
listening to that
why
AZ
if
Heather
you want us
drama.
back, are you just screwing other dudes? Late to go see your baby today because you were too busy screwing another dude. Nothing but my prayers and good luck to you. I think Mommy had to go home because she has to go to work tomorrow.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Yeah, I think she had to go home because she has to work tomorrow.
No, they haven't. Word on the street is that Heather is staying with her ex-boyfriend right now, and her ex-boyfriend is not allowing her to bring the child into his house. I don't understand that. So, anybody understand that? Does anybody have the DL on the ex-boyfriend? I don't know. I don't. Like, does he have some kind of a record to where he's not allowed to be around minors? And that's why he won't allow Heather to bring her daughter into his home? Right. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm seeing, is that people are saying that she's living with her ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend will not allow Heather to bring P to his house. And so that's why Heather asked if P could stay with Andy's daughter. Well, she does have custody. She was given custody today. That's how the law works in their state. Because they were not married. By law, they were not married. And so in that state, if you're not married, when you have a child, the mother automatically is the custodial parent. And then the father has to prove paternity. And then you can pursue, guardianship, custodial, whatever. Okay. Yeah, because that's what I've been wondering all day. The first time I saw people start saying that she's staying with her ex and he won't allow her to bring P there. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. Why wouldn't somebody let you bring your child with you? Unless you're not allowed to be around children. No, if he didn't want the drama, he wouldn't let her live there. I don't think it has anything to do with her bringing her daughter. If he didn't want drama. So, anyway, so when they went and had the restraining order, for the restraining order hearing today, it was dropped, or protection order, whatever it was dropped. And then CPS met them there because there have been reports and they knew that the hearing was today. And CPS did say, hey, this is the law, and told Heather that she was to take possession of the child. And then we're hearing that Heather called AZ's daughter and said, could you keep her for a little while or something like that. So we're getting a couple different stories as to why AZ's other daughter wound up with P again. And then AZ saying that once Heather took P back to his other daughter's house, then CPS called him and came and did a home check on him. And once they did a home check, I'm sure because P's been staying with him, but they have not established paternity with him either. They went and did a home check with him. and they saw all the videos off the awareness page. Well, here's where he's also contradicting himself. In this video right here that I'm showing in this video, his live video, he says they came to his house, went through his whole house, invaded his privacy, made him pee in a cup to take a drug test, and then searched his house for a non-existent gun. Dude, he was live last night. Last night he was live and stated on that live that he purchased a weapon that goes pew pew. So does his though, Mark. I mean, I get it, but so does his. He's not any more fit than she is, and he has proven that the past 3 weeks, sitting on live right in front of that little girl, talking as vile and foul as he could about her own mother. Right. Yep. I think her, and I don't know what kind of environment Andrew's older daughter has. I don't know what that environment is like. It's just sad all the way around. It is just sad. But if you could see his lives from this past 3 weeks, he's gone live every single night after she's gone to bed, and has, and then there was a couple nights when she woke up in the middle of the night while he was live, or late at night, and she's been in there, and he has, with her sitting on the couch watching TV right next to him, he has sat there on the live and said the nastiest things about her mother. Thank you, Just Me. And see, that's how I am. I don't care how angry you are with your ex. You do not speak about your ex in a negative light in front of your children that you have with them. Period. I don't care what kind of beef y'all have. And I went through a divorce. I have 2 children with my ex. He was my high school sweetheart. We were married for almost 9 years. Okay? He drug my divorce out for 8 months. He was physically and mentally abusive to me. Physically. He put his hands on me in front of my children. Thank God they were too little to remember it. He got arrested for a DWI while he had my 2 children in the vehicle with him after we were divorced. I mean, the shit I could have spilled in front of my children about him. And once he remarried, him and his new wife, stepmama, would talk hella shit about me in front of my babies. But my children have never once, not one time in 18 years now, not one time in 18 years have my children heard me say a negative thing about their sperm donor. Not once. And you know what? I've always said they'll figure it out on their own. And they did. Both of them. My son doesn't even talk to his father. As a matter of fact, while my son was in Korea and came home and surprised me and his sister, surprised us, flew all the way home for a visit after we hadn't seen him for over a year, okay? He flew home and surprised us in the middle of a snowstorm. Hold on. He didn't even tell his sperm donor that he was back in the States. Didn't call them nothing. He was here for 2 weeks. I don't remember how long he was here for now. 2 or 3 weeks. He was here, stayed with me. Didn't even tell that side of the family that he was home for a visit. And left and didn't see them. Yeah. Did not tell them when he got stationed back stateside. Doesn't have anything to do with them. My daughter, distanced herself from them for many years. She's just now working on trying to build a relationship, but she still keeps the walls up. I mean, like I said, they saw his true colors and they did eventually they realized that the things he said about me were lies. Here they had to wonder and doubt things about me for so many years. And I had to guard my heart a lot with those situations, knowing that they were being fed lies about me, knowing deep down in my heart that I didn't do those things. I would never do those kind of things. And it hurt knowing that my children had doubts put in their heads about their mother's integrity. And my integrity is the world to me. I am a woman of my word. I stand on integrity, and there's not a lot of people that live by that these days. But that really fucked with me a lot, y'all. And I had to deal with it behind closed doors. But anyway, that's just a fucking rant. I'm just gonna I still not a negative word about him to my children ever. And they figured it out on their own. So you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit if you are a parent who talks about your children's other parent in front of them. Like, find your best friend, find your new other half or whatever, and dog the fuck out of that person behind closed doors if you have to, in private. But never let your children see that anger or hatred in your eyes. Never. And you know, my kids would come home and ask me questions and be like, why this or what that? And I would be like, and dad said this about you, or dad said this about such and such. And my only response would be, I am so sorry that they feel that way. And I'm so sorry that they would express those feelings in front of you. How does that make you feel? That was the only thing I would say. Broke my heart. The awareness page probably does. Yeah. John, I don't believe for a second he purchased one either, though. And here's the reason. Isn't he way behind on child support also? Still this day. Yep. Right. Just me. Good for you. Good for you. Right, John. See, if we're positive about it, they figure it out on their own. They figure it out on their own. That's the thing. I don't have to tell them what a terrible person he was. I don't have to make up lies about him. And honestly, he accused me of cheating. I didn't have time to fucking cheat. I was too busy taking care of the house, taking care of 2 babies. I had 2 babies, 2 years apart, and I was starting my career at the same time. I didn't have time to be messing around with other people. He didn't take care of them. Stupid. But he accused me of cheating on him, told them all along that I cheated on him, and like 9 years after we divorced, this is what's stupid, 9 years after we divorced, and that was the only thing I ever defended him on. I always said, oh no, he would never have cheated on me. That's the only thing I thought that he was worthy of defending about, because he always worked so much. He worked so hard to provide for the family. I find out 9 years after we divorced that the fucker cheated on me from the very beginning. Yet he was the one accusing me of doing it. Isn't that crazy? Crazy how that works out, huh? So, Mark, I don't think that Heather is a terrible parent. Okay? And here, now this is just my opinion. I'm not stating facts or anything like that. This is just my opinion on what I have observed. There is an enhanced, oh shit. All right. Just from observing her, I really feel like she probably has an undiagnosed or possibly diagnosed that she just doesn't share with anybody, intellectual disability. Mild, albeit, but still. No, listen to me. Hear me out, okay? Just listen. I'm not saying she doesn't need help. I think she has a bit of an intellectual disability. And I feel like she has no self-esteem. She has been beat down, run over, and controlled by every man in her life. I do think that the stories that AZ has told about Heather's dad are mostly true, if not all true. That she was raised by an abusive father who also probably treated her the same way, if not worse, than we have seen Andrew treat her. Okay. So when she found Andrew, she had no self-esteem already. Okay. And then look how Andrew's treated her. He's controlled her. He's a narcissist. He gaslights her. All she knows is how to do what she's told. She's just like a little abused puppy dog and cowers down. She did not pay that baby the attention that baby needed because she feared repercussions from AZ. If AZ said, Heather, here beside me, and Heather needed to tend to the baby and ignored AZ, there would be repercussions when the live was shut off. AZ demanded that Heather put the baby out in the hallway, close the door, come stand by me while I make these decals on live. She could not backtalk him because there would be repercussions. I mean, we all saw the video earlier this year where AZ shoved their elderly landlord out the front door of their house. I mean, if he is going to shove somebody, an elderly woman that he's not even related to around, what's he going to do to his so-called wife that he supposedly loves? Come on now. I think that H needs a therapist, yes. She needs parenting classes. She probably needs a life skills coach, honestly. And she might need some medication. But I really think after some classes and coaching, I really feel like she can be a good mom. I've seen her try. She just doesn't know how to. She's never had that example in front of her, from what I understand. It's hard for some of us to understand if you've not been in this situation. I came from a wonderful, loving family. My parents are the best, most loving parents. My parents didn't drink. They didn't smoke. They didn't cuss. They loved us the best they could love us. They did things with us. They took us camping. And yes, I have 6 brothers and sisters. And even though there were so many of us, my parents even took us out separately so that we could have one-on-one time together. I mean, some of my best memories with my dad are him taking just me and him on a school day. He would take me out on a school day and we would take the jet skis out to the lake together, just me and him. Like, I had a great childhood. So I have that example to live by when I'm raising my children. And I watched my parents growing up. I watched my parents cuddling, holding hands, kissing, curled up together on the couch watching a movie together. I never saw my mother pump her own gas. I never saw my mother open her own car door. To this day, my dad opens my mom's car door every time, in and out of the car. Okay? House doors, my dad opens the doors for my mom. So I had that example to live by. And so I had those expectations for the man in my life. You know, I still have those expectations. But when you don't have that, what do you expect? And that's my fear for baby P. Look what her example is right now, just like H. What example did H have in front of her? What were the parents' examples in her life? And I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it's definitely a generational cycle. And when you look at the mentality, right, John. So if there is that ID there that I highly suspect, and I mean that, like I said, that's my opinion, but that is coming from a professional history there. I'm not diagnosing her, but I've worked with people in those situations. I see the signs. So she's never seen that. She's never had that example. Oh. New video. Wait, what? Hold on. What the frick was this? Wait. Oh. Okay, never mind. That's what I was watching a while ago. Sorry. I just completely yelled. I'm sorry for that rant. I'm fixing up to go. Yo, that was Cairo. He does that all damn night. Every time he stretches out or changes positions, he does that big grunt. Oh, God. I gotta go. I gotta go pick the kid up from work. Do y'all want me to leave this playing while I run and get him? Or I'll be back before it turns off, or do y'all want to end this? That was Cairo grunting. No, I mean, like I said, I agree. I hear you, Mark. I hear you. And I'm not disagreeing at all. I'm not saying there's any excuses. But again, he controlled the money. He didn't allow her to get a job. He had the only car. She didn't have any way of getting her own transportation. I know it's hard to look at it from a different perspective. And, you know, in any normal circumstance, I would 100% agree with you. But I feel like Heather's situation is a little bit different. And I'm not by any means giving her a pass. I'm not by any means giving her a pass at all. She is responsible for her children and she needs to be held responsible for them. But she was in a bad situation and she was with a narcissist. And I think there's some issues there with her. She needs therapy, a counselor. She needs a life skills coach to help her learn some life skills a little bit better. She needs some intensive parenting classes. She's just, I really don't think she's on the same level as we are, sweetheart. I don't think her age matches, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think. She's not operating on a full tank. Look, I'm not kidding, y'all. Dude, are you okay over there? He is out too. He has not even picked his head up. No, you're right, just me. And I would be worried. I would be worried if she was on her own. I don't think that they need to just hand her pee and be like, good luck to you. No. Mm-mm. There needs to be some intense supervision there. I think there needs to be a foster program and a plan set in action with like some supervised stuff to begin with and all of these other things implemented that I've already said. You know, there needs to be a plan. Which on her own, it's going to be difficult to get caught up on that. I got to get out of here. What do y'all want to do? Everybody else, there's 11 of y'all here. Do y'all want me to click play on this and leave it while I run up and get him? Or do y'all want me to end the live and see y'all later? I'll be in the comments while I'm driving. Come on. I need answers or I am ending and running out. I love y'all. I should have left 5 minutes ago. I'll be like 10 minutes, 15 tops. This is his live from earlier tonight where he's explaining everything that's happened. I know you're fading, John. Go to bed. Fade out on us. Boo-boo. We'll see you tomorrow. They both need everything tied. You're right. I agree there. I agree, Mark. They both need it all cut and burned. Okay. Nobody said anything. So I guess I'm going to say goodnight to y'all. We can watch this another time. Nobody wants to stay? Yes, no, maybe so. All right. Love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. We will catch up on them some more tomorrow. Apparently he's going to... It's a fucking mess, man. Now you look at me. Yeah, I'm laughing at you. What is so dramatic over there? What? You're a mess, man. All right. Thank you, Mark. Love you. Love you, boo-boos. Anyway, he says he's going to be live every morning at 9. I don't know what time do the cellular phone shops open. So, you have a wonderful day, Mark. Everybody else, have the day that you deserve. Just remember that. See y'all tomorrow. Be good or be good at it.